Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Entrepreneur, and many people for a long time have been wondering and worried about Uber's autonomous cars. When are they coming? Are they going to be here soon? Will they put us out of work? And it turns out maybe Lyft should have been the one we were concerned about because while Uber's self-driving cars are definitely grounded and buried, and in the meantime they're, schmoozing up the government for funds on not self-driving, but the flying car. Well, Lyft announced they will be putting at least 30 autonomous vehicles on the road in Reno. According to this article, ride-hailing service Lyft is partnering with an automotive technology company to deploy a fleet of 30 self-driving cars in the streets of Las Vegas in the summer. Las Vegas. I'm sorry, folks. Lyft and Aptiv will run the self-driving BMWs between the same predetermined sites that the companies used during a successful demonstration at the International Consumer Electronics Show in January, the Las Vegas Sun reported Thursday. The BMW 5 Series cars will navigate passengers between the Las Vegas Convention Center and various resorts on the Strip. Las Vegas is working with Aptiv to extend the routes into downtown, said Michael Sherwood, the city's director of technology and innovation. Now, that's pretty brief and it's significant, but there's also a little underlying thing that we need to talk about. First of all, yes, it's significant. Fully autonomous vehicles on the road, hey, that's a big deal for them. Taking people from here and there, that's big for them. Now, they don't say whether or not they're going to have people behind the wheels. I guess we'll just have to find out when they go on the road. But here's the thing that you need to keep in mind. If you look down here, and it said the BM5 will navigate passengers between the Las Vegas Convention Center and various resorts on the strips. Yes, their self-driving test was a success because it was on a predetermined route and it basically didn't deviate too much. So, you know what? I'm not terribly surprised that self-driving cars can do that. That is one thing about self-driving cars that can be kind of nice. If you get them on a set route and doesn't deviate much, then they know what they're doing more often. They can, run smoother. Everyone's just happier. The big question, of course, is, how much can you get off that route? When can you get this on a mass scale? So we're still not quite there yet, but I always assume that in small areas, particularly retirement communities where, it's not very big and, they're going to the same places all the time, yeah, they would probably work very well there. So while Lyft is definitely pushing this as like a win for the autonomous vehicle, keep in mind it's not on the massive scale. And again, when you look at what's happening with Uber and Waymo, once you put them out on the road and you get them with people who are driving other vehicles and they can't respond, the cars crash. They just do. And I know there's going to be people in the comments section who say, well, you're biased. And yeah, to be frank, I am. I am biased on this. I try not to be. I try to be honest. That's why I report things like this, even though stories like this don't exactly help my narrative that these things are not ready. But I am biased. They're not ready on the mass scale. Who knows if they ever will be. I mean, if you can convince everybody to give up their cars, then maybe. But who knows? In the meantime, Lyft at least has some cars on the road, and unlike Uber, we have not heard them crash yet. Heck, a Lyft self-driving vehicle hasn't even crashed, but a Google one has. So, who knows? Maybe Lyft really is the leader in this autonomous space. And, they definitely have time to catch up while Uber licks their wounds and focuses on the flying car. If you can't tell, there was a news story about that recently, and I don't know if I want to make a video about it because, honestly, it almost feels like I'm giving credentials to Santa Claus or something. Like I'm taking a fairy tale seriously, but whatever. In the meantime, what do you folks think about this? Do you think this is Lyft's first step into going completely autonomous? Do you think this is going to be step one in them expanding, or do you think it's going to just stay small in local areas until further notice? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member for $1 a month. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.